Hi everyone, welcome back to my class. This is Romana Ali. I hope you all are doing well. In today's class, we are going to move towards our next topic, that is joints. Joints means the meeting point of two bones. The two bones where they meet, that part is called as joint. The joints are of three main types: fibrous joints, cartilaginous joints, and synovial joints. So fibrous joints are the joints which are made up of dense fibrous connective tissues. Here the two bones are present. In between these two bones you can find some fibers. Some thread-like structures are present, and that thread-like structures are very dense. They have some thickness. So these dense fibrous connective tissues are found in between these two bones. So this type of joint, which is made up of fibers, that joint is called as, which attached to each other with the help of fibers, that joint is called as fibrous joint. You can see the presence of dense fibrous connective tissue that do not show any movement. One bone is attached to the another bone very strongly, that they do not move. No movement can be seen in between the two bones that are joined by the fibrous joint. The next one is cartilaginous joint. So cartilaginous joint is a joint in which you can see the white fibrous cartilage. White fibrous cartilage is a material that is present in between the two bones, and that forms a joint. And here you can make slight movement. These cartilaginous joint, they can make the bone to move slightly. So slight movements of the bone you can see where the cartilaginous joint is present. Here you can take an example of your spinal cord. So you can move your spinal cord to some extent. Small bones are present. Spinal cord is made up of small bones like vertebrae, right? So that vertebrae are joined together with the help of cartilaginous joint, and we can move these bones, we can move this joint in a slight manner. Only the slight movement of a joint can be possible if that joint is our cartilaginous joint. The next one is synovial joint. The two bones, they can be attached to each other with the help of a fluid. A fluid is present in between the two bones, and we call that fluid as synovial fluid. And around that fluid a membrane is found. That membrane is named as synovial membrane, and then the synovial membrane is again surrounded by a cartilaginous fibers or cartilaginous tissue that is called as hyaline cartilage. We know that two bones, they attach to each other with the help of a connective tissue called ligament. So ligament is a connective tissue that attaches one bone with the another. Bone to bone attachment can be possible because of the presence of a connective tissue called ligament. So whenever we talk about the synovial joint, then this type of joint is found in between the bones that can be moved freely. We can move our fingers freely, we can move our hand in this way, we can move our elbow like this, free movement. So all the free movement of the different joints are possible when it is made up of synovial joint. That means the parts which we can move, the joints which we can move freely, that joint is called as synovial joint. So synovial joint is a type of joint that shows the free movement, allows the free movement of our body parts. So in this way, three types of joints you can see in your different parts of your body. One is fibrous joint, which do not allow the movement of your parts, which do not allow the movement of your joint. And other one is cartilaginous joint, which attaches the different tissues to each other, attaches the different organs to each other, and that organs or the bones you can move slightly. Not the free movement is possible in the cartilaginous joint. But in the case of synovial joint, you can see the free movement. It allows the free movement of the different bones. And here in the synovial joint, a tissue, specialized tissue is present that attaches two bones with each other, and that tissue is our ligament tissue. So this is about the different joints. Joints are nothing but meeting points of two bones. The point at which the two bones meet each other, that is called as our joint. Okay, let us learn about the structure called skull. In the last class, I have explained you how many bones are found in our body. So at that time, I told you that in our skull, 29 bones are present. Cranium shows the presence of 8 bones, 14 bones are our facial bones, and 6 are ear ossicles, and hyoid is a single bone that is found in our skull. So in this way, when you sum up all the bones which are present in these 4 parts, it will be 29. Firstly, we'll see what are the different 8 bones that you can find in your cranium. So cranium shows 8 bones, right? So when you look at the structure of the cranium, cranium is the outer covering. The bony outer covering over your head, that is called as cranium, and it shows 8 bones in total. So the frontal portion, the portion which is present in which faces towards the front side, that portion shows the frontal bone, and it is only one frontal bone is present. And this behind the frontal bone, the 2 parietal bones are present. When you look over your head, here this and this, these 2 are the parietal bones. And then besides these parietal bones, 2 temporal bones are present, and at the back, occipital, 2 occipital bones are present. Here, one ethmoid bone and one sphenoid bone is also present. Now let us see their location, where these different bones are present in our skull. Let us see. So this is the front portion. It shows the frontal bone. It is only one bone is present. Behind the frontal portion, in between the parietal and temporal bones, you can find one sphenoid bone in this way. And here, besides the sphenoid, one more bone is present that is smaller, and that is ethmoid. Ethmoid and sphenoid are the smaller bones of our cranium. And here, when you look over your head, 2 parietal bones, one is here and the other one is on that side. And 2 temporal bones are present, one is here and the other one will be on that side. The next one is behind the parietal and temporal bones. At the back of your head, you can find the occipital bones. 2 occipital bones are present, and that occipital bones forms a curve towards the spinal cord. It extended towards the spinal cord. So in this way, different bones are present that forms our outer covering of our skull, that is cranium. Let us move to the next one, that is facial bones. And facial bones are 14 in number. What are that 14 bones and where they are located? Let us see now. The facial bones. Facial bones are 14 in number. When you look at the side of your mouth, then your lower jaw shows one bone. Bony part of your lower jaw is made up of one bone, and we call that bone as mandible. So mandible is a bone that forms your lower jaw, but when you look at your upper jaw, then it is made up of 2 bones. 2 bones are found in your upper jaw, and that 2 bones are named as maxillae. So lower jaw shows only one bone, that is mandible, and your upper jaw shows 2 bones that are called as maxillae. Now when you move further, when you look at your nose, then in the nose is a part where more bones are found. In all the parts of your face, nose is considered as one of the most important part, one of the most sensitive part in which you can find more number of bones. So here, mandible and maxillae are present in your lower and upper jaw. Now, when you look at the structure of your nose, then 2 bones are present at your sides, and that 2 bones that are present at the sides, we call that bones as nasal bones. Nasal bones are 2 in number. One is left side and the other one is on the right side. And that 2 nasal bones, and beside these 2 nasal bones, small bones are also found, and that bones are called as lacrimal bones. So 2 nasal bones are present at the sides. Besides the nasal bones, 2 lacrimal bones are present, which are smaller in size. Now, in between your nose, when you stand straight and look at your face, then one line is found. One straight line will be visible, straight bone will be visible at your nose. That one single bone is called as vomer. This is an important bone of our nose that is present at the center. So the central bone of our nose is called as vomer, and beside this vomer, 2 more bones are present that are soft bones, and that are inferior nasal concave. At the inferior side of your nose, 2 more bones are present. That 2 bones are called as inferior nasal concave. See here, at the sides, nasal bones are present. Beside the nasal bones, 2 lacrimal bones are present. In the center, vomer is present, and in addition to this vomer, 2 small bones are also found that are inferior nasal concave. So when you sum up all these, 2 nasal bones plus 2 lacrimal bones, 4, 1 vomer, 5, and 2 inferior nasal concave, 7. So in this way, 7 bones are found in your nose. The portion below your eyes. Below your eyes, here is the portion where you can see 2 more bones. One is on the left side and the other one is on the right side. So that bones are called as zygomatic, which is present below the eyes, which forms the shape of your face. That are called as zygomatic bones, and they are 2 in number. So zygomatic bones are present in the nose. Nasal bones, vomer, lacrimal bones, and inferior nasal concave are found, and in your mouth, mandible and maxillary bones are present. Now, including all these bones, 2 more bones are found in our palate. The roof of our mouth is called as palate. When you roll your tongue over the surface, you find some hard and bony structure that are L-shaped palatine bones, which are 2 in number again. So L-shaped palatine bones are also present in our palate. Palate shows the 2 main bones, which are called as palatine bones. So when you sum up all these bones, when you add all these bones, it will be 14 in number. Let us see. 2 palatine bones plus 7 bones, which are 7 different bones which are found in our nose. 7 plus 2, 9. 1 mandible, 10. 2 maxillae, 12. And 2 zygomatic bones, 14. In this way, all the facial bones together, if we sum up them, then it will be 14 in total. In this way, different bones are found in the different parts of our face that gives the shape to our face. So this is about the 14 different facial bones that are present in the different parts of our face. So we have seen the different 8 bones of the cranium, and we have seen the 14 facial bones. Now when we look at the structure of our ear, then a part called pinna is present that forms our external ear, and the middle part of the ear forms the middle ear, and the internal part is called as internal ear. Now in the ear, in the middle ear, you can find the presence of different bones. So in the middle part of your ear, you can see 3 different bones like malleus, incus and stapes. Out of these 3 bones, stape is a bone that is considered as the smallest bone of our body. So in the left ear, in the middle part of your left ear, 3 bones are present, malleus, incus and stapes, and similarly in the middle part of your right ear also these 3 bones are found. So in this way, the bones which are found in both the ears They are 6 in number. So 6 bones are found in our ear ossicles. The next one is hyoid. Hyoid is a single bone that is found in the buccal cavity. Below the buccal cavity, below the buccal cavity, a bone is present. If this is our buccal cavity, below this a bone is present which is U-shaped bone. And this bone is called as hyoid bone. Okay, so the special feature of this hyoid bone is it doesn't attach to any other bone. It is present without any attachment with the other bone. It doesn't show any attachment. This is the special feature of this hyoid bone, and it is only 1 in number, that is present below the buccal cavity. So in this way we have done with all the 29 bones that forms our skull. We have seen what are the different 8 bones that are found in our cranium. We have seen the 14 facial bones, 6 bones that are found in our ear ossicle, and 1 hyoid bone. So these different bones are found in the different parts of your body that forms the skull, that forms the 29 bones of your skull. So we have seen all the different bones that forms our skull. In the next class, I'll explain you about the different bones that forms our spinal cord and also about the ribs. So that's all for today. Meet you in next class. Thank you.